So here I have made a very simple topology. This is an Alpine machine. This is an Alpine machine, and these are the command to give IP. For example, on Alpine one, I have given IP 10.2.2.2, and this default gateway is 10.2.2.1, which is this router basically. Similar way in Alpine 0, I have given IP 10.1.1.2 and my gateway is 10.1.1.1, which is this router basically. And also when you will boot the Alpine, the username will be Cisco, the password will be Cisco, and simply do su root and you will get a root account access and you will be able to give the IP address. Now let us go to this router and right click on this router and console. So I have got the console. First of all, give the IP part. First of all, I will do. So enable, oh, wrong command. So let us do here. Console, open console, enable. So first of all, hostname, sorry, conft we have to go, conft and hostname. Hostname I will give to R2. So hostname, let us give the hostname R2. And after giving hostname, let us give the IP address as well. So with IP address, we need to give the loopback as well. So which loopback I'm going to use, I will draw and I will come back. So this is the loopback what I'm going to give here. So I'm on router 2. So first of all, conft, and let us give the IP address to the interface. Sorry, conf is already there. So interface, this interface I want to go Ethernet 0 by 1, Ethernet 0 by 1. Okay, so 0 by 1, not O by 1. 0 by 1 IP address. I want to give IP address here 10.2.2.1. So 10.2.2.1 255 255 255.0. Enter and no shut. I should be able to ping my Alpine ping 10.2.2.2. Okay, we need to do ping basically here. So we got the reply as well. Similarly, I will go to my router number 1 and enable conft hostname R1 IP address, not IP address, interface Ethernet 0 by 1, Ethernet 0 by 1 IP address, and that will be 10.1.1.1, 10.1.1.1 255 255 255.0 and no shut. I should be able to ping my Alpine ping 10.1.1.2. Okay, let us see. Okay, do ping because we are in the config mode. So I should get the ping. Yes. Now let us give the IP to the interface 0 by 0. So interface 0 by 0 and IP address 10.12.1.1. IP address 10.12.1.1 255 255 255.0. This IP address I have given 10.12.1.1. okay, and no shut. Let us give the loopback as well. Interface loopback 0 and loopback address will be IP address 192.168 168.1.1. so here I have to change a little bit. It's 1.1. okay, and now we can close this and subnet mask will be 255 255, 255, 255. We need not to shut down the loopback basically. No, we need not to do no shut of the loopback. Now I will go to my router number 2. Again, I will exit from here. What I will do, first of all, I will go to my interface, and here I was in correct interface. Let me check. First of all, loopback and then 0 by 0, correct. So interface 0 by 0, IP address, IP address, which IP address 10.12.1.2 basically. Sorry, but I'm typing 10.12.1.2. Okay, then 255, 255, 255.0. Now we will ping 10.12.1.1. Then do ping 10.12.1.1. I should get the reply. No, I will not get the reply because I haven't done the no shut. So let us wait for a second. Then I will do the no shut command, and then do the do ping. So state came to up, and I have got the ping as well. Now let me create the loop back. So exit from here. Now interface loop back 0, and then IP address 192.168.2.2, 192.168.2.2, and 255.255.255.255. Now next part is basically EIGRP configuration, and I'm using basic EIGRP. Later on I will show you the named EIGRP as well. Now we are going to configure the EIGRP, and let us go to our slides. Here are my slides. So this we have done. Okay, now we are going to configure EIGRP. So these are the commands. So two kind of EIGRP is there. EIGRP classic configuration mode, which was the old one. Most of the configuration resides on the EIGRP process, but some configuration resides on the EIGR interface settings basically. And this is legacy mode basically. And EIGRP named configuration. Now, what is the benefit of EIGRP named configuration? So all configuration resides in the EIGRP process in a hierarchical layout. New features are being added to only EIGRP named mode, including metric as well. Metric is modified. Support VRF light routing and IPv6 address family it will support basically. Also, so this is name mode. Now EIGRP process initialization. So on one router, what I will do, I will do the basic EIGRP, the legacy one. Another I will do the named one, and let us see what happened. AS number, let us take 100. So let me go to the router number, which router number 1. So I will go to the router number 1, enable conf t router EIGRP. I'm using 100, and then we need to give simply the network statement. I'm giving the network statement, and my one network is 10.12.1.0, and then we need to give wildcard mask 0.0.0.255. Okay, this I have given. So this is my one network. Another network is which one? And that is 10.1.1.1 basically. 1.1.1, not this. So this I have done basically. Now that is the most important thing you need to remember. I have given the whole network. So when you give network, it will automatically include your your this interface basically. Okay, now we have a loopback as well, so we need to give one more network command, and that network command is 192.168.1.0. So you must be asking, when you give a loopback address, it was 255.255.255.255, why you are giving this? Ideally it should be 0.0.0.0. So this is the property of EIGRP, not BGP. Okay, if you give the whole subnet and if interface lies in that subnet, it will advertise. So this is the basic property of your EIGRP. Now that is important. And after this, we can also give the route ID as well. So if I go to my slides, okay, then okay, so you can, although it will take router ID automatically, or we can give it manually as well. So command is simple, EIGRP router ID, and my router ID is 192.168.1.1. So it is important to give router ID manually. Why? Because if there are many loopback address, and if any higher loopback address came and somehow you restart the EIGRP process or router reboot, then your router ID will change, and you know what is the meaning of changing of router ID if you are not hard coded it. The whole network will go down. So here I have done the traditional EIGRP. On this router I will do the named EIGRP. Now in another router I will do the named configuration, this router. So let me go to the router number 2 and I will do the named configuration. So both are compatible with each other. Let me do enable and then conf t, and this time router EIGRP, and you can give any name. I'm giving NAMED named. Okay, okay, NAMED named configuration. So it supports more thing basically, and let us see what are the syntax. So if I go to my slides, now what I need to do, first of all I need to give this one what is called the process name, and then address family v4 unicast vrf we will take later on, and then autonomous system, so we need to give 100 because in router 1 we have given 100. So it will basically match the autonomous system basically. So address family IPv4 unicast, so address, sorry, uh, address family IPv4 unicast, and then autonomous system 100. You will see a difference basically. Now you are in AF. Now afterwards what we need to do here, now we need to give the network address. So let me give the network address. So network, which network I want to advertise? I want to advertise first of all 10.12.1.0 and then wildcat 0.0.0.255, sorry, 255, and you will see how fast it converged. Immediately it converged. Okay, so network command, now I will also give, which command I will give? I will give the command of this 10.2.2 basically, because this is also one network what I have, 2.2. Okay, so this network I have given, and also the loopback one I need to give. So 192.168 192, sorry, yes, 192.168.2.0. So this I have given basically, and now network. So the command which I have given, similar kind of command can be used. For example, EIGRP router ID. So EIGRP router ID, I am hard coding it, and that is 192.168.2.2. So my configuration part is done basically. Now here we have to run the show commands. So now we will work on show commands. Now before running the show commands, let us see whether this Alpine 1 will be able to reach this Alpine 2 or not. So we have to simply run the command 10.2.2.2. So as you can see, we are able to reach from one PC to another PC because my router is done. Now let us do some show commands and let us see what happened. So where are my show commands? Here are my show commands. So first command is show IP EIGRP interface detail. So that is important. Why it is important, I will show you as well. Okay, so let me go my lab. Show IP EIGRP interfaces. Show we have to end it. Router number 1 and sorry, and here end. Show IP EIGRP interfaces. Now you will be surprised to see, okay, E0 by 0 is taking part in advertisement, very good. Why E0 by 1? We are unnecessarily using the process. So we have a solution as well. We will disable this interface so that there will be no advertisement by this interface. Okay, because this interface is connected to a PC. Why we will do advertisement? It is not required basically. Now what is the process? We will see. So this is the first show command. Another show command, show IP EIGRP neighbors. Show IP EIGRP neighbor command. Now I have a neighbor 10.12.1.2, and this is a hold time, this is a uptime, and this all detail, and this is your AS number what we have used basically. And another command, let us see, show IP EIGRP topology. Okay, show IP EIGRP topology. So lot more things are there. So if I simply hit this, it will show us the topology, that how it is connected basically, that this is my successor and this is my distance, and so all details basically we are given here, and what loop back we are learning. So topology we have seen here basically. Next command, show IP protocols. Show IP protocols, PRO. So we are using protocol EIGRP and all detail basically my router ID and everything, hold time and metric weight. K1 value is this, K2 value is K3 is this, K4 is this. You will be able to get this. If you simply put it on ChatGPT, you will be able to get what are the meaning of these things basically. Okay, so as you can see, routing for network this and this, and my gateway is this is basically my next hop. Okay, and internal 90. So the AD value of EIGRP is 90, that's why it is showing. Another command is show IP route EIGRP. That is interesting. Show IP route EIGRP. When I hit this, so it will show me that this is variable subnetted into this, and this is variable subnetted into this, and we are learning by which basically neighbor. And if you see, D means EIGRP, this is the flag basically. Now what is the problem here? The problem here, these interfaces, this one, this I am highlighting, and this interfaces is taking participate in you can say EIGRP. How we can disable it? Next part is that. So for disabling it, let us again go to my PPT. Now in this PPT, so the command EIGRP passive interface. Some network design require the advertisement of network preface but should not allow EIGRP neighbor to form. We want to advertise, but we don't want a EIGRP neighborship. What will you do? Establishing EIGRP neighborship with a PC, not required. An EIGRP interface can be configured as passive, which stops the interface from transmitting EIGRP hello packets or from processing EIGRP packets. The passive interface command structures varies slightly depend if the configuration is using classic or named mode. Now, what is the meaning of this? In classic, so in classic mode, I'm talking about basically what we need to do. We need to simply run the command passive interface and then interface ID. Don't run this command. This is not good. Passive interface default, because it will stop EIGRP on all. And if you uh, don't want to be a passive interface, then there's a command no passive interface. So let me go to this router, this one, and conf t, and also EIG, sorry, router EIGRP 100, and then I will do passive interface. Which one is passive? Ethernet 0 by 1. I don't want it to participate in EIGRP. Why? It is connected to PC. So interface or Ethernet 0 by 1. I have made it passive. Why I will use this interface? There is no requirement. Similarly, I'm going to do in this router, but command this time will be slightly different. If I go to my PPT, then what will happen? Simply we need to go to my EIGRP, and then this is the command. Okay, so this command AF interface default. So this will stop EIGRP on all. This is not good. What we have to do? So first of all, we have to use this command. The EIGRP mode in configuration syntax require the configuration under the AF interface, and we need to give the command. Which command? Passive interface. Okay, and we need to give it under AF. So let us try this basically. Now in router number 2, first of all, let us go to my EIGRP setting named, and then this command, and afterwards AF, not SF, AF interface, and which interface? E0 by 1, Ethernet and 0 by 1. Now this Ethernet, what I want to do, I want to make it passive. What is the command there? The command is this one, passive interface. So we need to run this command, passive interface. Now this is a passive interface. Now it will not advertise, basically it will not take part in EIGRP process. It will not send the signal outside. Now let us check whether we are able to ping other PC or not. Yes, we are able to ping. So now this interface and this interface is not taking part in EIGRP basically. Now we are basically stuck with one part. This is not named one. I want to make it named, okay, so that there will be no problem, and we will be happy. So what command need to be run? EIGRP, EIGRP, and sorry, this command would not be there. So first of all, a router EIGRP 100, and the command is EIGRP upgrade CLI. So that is the command. So you can also change it name you can give anything basically. Let me give NAMED named. So yes, so what happened basically, now you have switched from a normal EIGRP to named EIGRP without any downtime. How you can prove that? Simply ping, you are able to ping. So this is the benefit of this command. You can simply move from normal EIGRP to named EIGRP without any issues. So these are some benefits of this command. And if I go here, I have my CLI, and if I go here and if I run this command, first of all I will run this command, show IP EIGRP interface. Okay, so let me run this command. So here, and show IP EIGRP interface. Now I'm very much happy. Only these two interface basically taking in routing Ethernet 0 by 0, not 0 by 1. That is not required basically. And if we go to another command, that command is show EIGRP neighbors. That is good. And if we do show EIGRP topology, basically show EIGRP topology. It's not taking. Command is simple. Show IP EIGRP topology. Always there is some confusion. IP EIGRP topology. So you will be able to see that we are learning everything basically. And next thing is show IP protocol. That is good. And show IP route EIGRP. Show IP route EIGRP. So we have solved major of our problem. If we do show run and then afterwards include EIGRP, then we will be able to see we have changed ourselves into a named EIGRP. Or we can also do section EIGRP, SEC EIGRP. You can see now we are basically running named EIGRP here. You have to go up and see. As you can see, we are running named EIGRP on both sides. So you have converted a normal EIGRP to a named EIGRP. We will do more labs with more concept on next video.